Hey everyone, welcome back to another LinuxGameCast Weekly, where we Jordan immediately distracted me because I just looked over and I'm like, all right,
I'm flapping my albatross wings, man.
fly on. Where we cover the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, fly on albatross. COC man, I'm an albatross, and together with you, we've been on an adventure, goofing off like we normally do in the pre-show. Come check us out live, 8 p.m. Well, like 8:20. Thanks, Scott, again for bringing that up, that we weren't live. And it turns out we were. Helping us.
Twitch is a liar sometimes.
Voltron.
Cocaine Voltron won't lie to you, though. Never.
It was on me. It was on me. You get too comfortable doing that, and you click go and you close the Twitch window. I'm not somebody I don't like having that open. I come from the days where like 4 megs of RAM was a blessing.
I always have it open just because like I've been burned by either leaving the stream on or not going live, but I thought I did.
Oh man. Yeah, there is a bit of like, if you've ever streamed more than once, you've definitely had the fuck, I wasn't live, was I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that you're doing anything.
Fuck, I'm still live.
Yeah. Nothing nefarious, but definitely not something like you want to be broadcasting, right?
Yeah.
What do we got tonight? Plenty of stuff. We're going to talk about F.R.A.G.G. Granvir is out. Marvel games on Linux. That's true. Team Fortress 2 Classic. Yeah, the game's been out so long, we need to do that these days. Something for your Alienware and DELL PCs, which is great. And if you stick around to the end, exciting news for our brothers and sisters, and I also know a lot of you in the audience have taken advantage of Gamepass. There have been some changes, and we've got some thoughts on that.
Now you are the ones who are being taken advantage of.
Oh, but at first, a little bit of catch up, man. Yeah, Jordan's determined to get me to watch Battlestar Galactica again. I don't think that's
so good.
I don't think that's your sole intent, but god damn it, man! Like every time I'm like, oh yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Honestly, I got hit with it too because, like, again, wife hadn't seen it. We're going through it, and it gets its hooks in you, man. Like once it starts going, you're just like, okay, but I really just want to go and watch another episode. It's like,
but you're getting like the double because you're doing it right. There's two ways. Like if you're watching something with somebody, and you because it's taking somebody that you care about on a ride.
It is literally the Doctor Who experience. Doctor Who is like, the reason I have a companion is because I've fucking seen it all already. I need to see wonder through someone else's eyes.
Right, and it's a very enjoyable experience if done correctly. And there's two ways to do it. The correct way, which Jordan's executing, is like sitting back and just having a good time with it, having a conversation, like talking maybe after the fact and doing that. Then there's the absolute wrong way of the person who's trying to micro-explain everything that's going on and like why this is...
I got a little bit of that. I'm getting better at it, but a lot of it is just like, it's like, this is a reference to the original series. They're singing like the original theme song or whatever. Like this is a joke that you would not get because you don't necessarily have the context for. Here is the context. But like, yeah. Otherwise, I try to like
edge case stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could establish that, but we've all been. At least I've been subjected to. I'm like,
oh, and then this is gonna happen. Yeah.
And I'm like, let me spoilers. What else you been up to this week?
I saw Black Braid on Thursday. That was fun.
Was that fun?
Yeah. They're an indigenous black metal band. They've been doing a tour and they stopped by in Toronto, so I got to see them along with. So this was weird. So their opening bands, they had 2 opening bands, but it was actually the same band, just with 2 different singers. So they do set one. The one singer goes to the merch table because the other singer was at the merch table for the second band doing merch, and then they swap. And so they do the second set with the other singer, and then the old guy, the first guy, goes back to the merch table, and he's handling the merch table. And
all right, that's one way to do it, man.
Yeah, they're the Swedish band called Dodsrit, and I don't know what the first version of it because that was like the second one that I think is like their main band. But like, I don't know. I think it's always going to be a good time when like some Frodo looking dude walks out on stage with a guitar. Yes.
It's weird, like Scandinavian metal, like you kind of know what you're getting, and it's usually even, it's like fucking pizza, you know, it's never horrible.
It's fun, and it's kind of weird too, because actually, like the band's first version better than the second version. The second version was definitely like a lot more accessible, but the first version the first version of the band kind of had like, and I don't know what the fuck the name was because it was like some weird Swedish name. Yeah, it's like God's Wield or something. I don't know.
Something IKEA.
Yeah. There's some umlauts and some non-English characters in there. But like. The second version was like a lot more accessible and a lot more like it sounded like actual like rock and roll style music. Yeah. But like it also kind of lost the I wrote a black metal about my D&D game vibe, and I kind of like that. That resonated with me a little bit more than just sort of like the standard like rock and roll-y style music.
Right on.
Yeah. That was good. And then tomorrow I'm gonna go inject a burger with cheese. If you missed that in the pre-show
hamburger, yeah.
Look, the sign has a burger with a syringe in it, and I'm like, oh well, I have to eat there.
What if they have like pickle flavored cheese? Would you try that? Like dill and cheese?
I'm not a pickle guy.
Right.
Okay, so I like pickled carrots. I like pickled beets. I don't like pickled cucumbers.
Not pickled pickles.
Not like pickled pickles. No, I was the one thing I was low-key hoping for was like, do they have other injections? Can you get like other shit?
Well, yeah, like
like HGH or something.
Something I've not been stabbing with. I got a care package, which I'd completely fucking forgot about, guys. Was like a month or two ago. DF Robot got in touch with me, and they're like, "Hey, we see you like building shit," and I'm like, "Yeah, I like doing weird projects with stuff." And they're like, "We got some new stuff coming out. Do you want one?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Single board. It was like an N150, and I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be cool. I can like check that out to an N100." Again, this has been almost 2 months ago. They decided to fulfill that, and I got the board, Jordan. It's a palm size x86 single board computer. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's neat. What they didn't tell me was they're going to send every mothering accessory they had with it.
Can you power it?
Dude, this is some wild stuff. I got a PoE hat, but what I'm really fascinated with, if you look in the upper right hand corner, that's 3 18650s. That's a UPS module for uninterruptible power, which I think is dope. And of course, the M.2. And another thing I'll never use, which is the one for like the 4G cellular modem attachment.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys like don't mess around, man. With like, this is like clearly designed for like robotics and projects like that. So just stay tuned. It's back.
So there's going to be some sick Roomba upgrades incoming, is what I'm hearing.
I almost feel like I need to like, because you do the. I'm like, oh, it'd be fun to stick this together. And I go to the website and look around because they're real heavy on like the creator space.
Oh, no! What you got to do is you got to like get the Cylon eye back and forth and stick that on the Roomba. Have that controlled.
I have Roomba trauma. My last Roomba got stomped to death. Right, so
fair enough.
And it was the first gen Roomba, and it wasn't cheap. So yeah, I kind of feel like I need to do an actual project with this, but I'll probably do something with it. It's probably gonna be another month before I even get a chance to get around to it. Good on them. Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. Hollow Knight update. No spoilers. I'm in the high halls, the high place in that one.
Getting stomped in the low balls and the high halls.
Yeah, man. Silksong players, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been there for a week, man. I haven't quit. I come back to it. We'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. The horse doesn't have much to figure out this week because
the horse is speedrunning Silksong. I think they're on like Silksong. People have been calling it Skong. Okay,
oh, no, you call it Skong, dude. I know what you're doing. Like, and if you're like old school, if you're old G, you like slip in a babanada, and I'm like, yeah, all right, you've been around for a minute.
But yeah, the horse is Steam.
Let it. I was ready this week. You were going to fucking give me 2 weeks in a row.
Fair enough. Let's talk about old school FPSs, I guess.
Fragging, man. Like, not fracking, just good old telefrag. You remember telefrags?
Yep.
Yeah. Not something you're going to find in a game like that. Eventually, that was one of the updates, like to the original Emerald Turtle.
When we were doing like Quake 2, like the start of every level, we would all die because people kept spawning into the same fucking spot. Yeah.
Like that was unintentional.
Yeah.
Like that was comical, but that was like a bug in the game because we had all
everyone died. Yeah, it was pretty.
And it was just like, wait, don't. Okay, you
don't click okay. Yeah. Me first. Go. You go. Yeah.
Unreal Tournament. What was it? 2004, I think, maybe. The one with the CTF facing worlds. That the maps that I grinded on with my team back in the day, we had a very strict like no telefrag rule because you had a disc in Unreal Tournament that you could throw out and like use it to like speed and run real quick on that. You could also throw it under somebody's foot and scatter them. And the reason I bring this back is this game is just called F.R.A.G.G. F.R.A.G.G. And
what does it stand for, though?
I don't know. It's just an old school arena FPS with next generation graphics. I guess they're working on that. And of course, it's Unreal Engine 5. But I'm looking at the trailer and I don't know what it is.
We have facing worlds at home.
I'm getting like Unreal Tournament vibes from this. Just maybe it's because of the static gun placement.
Yeah, I got like Dark Forces, Shadow of the Empire, like the Star Wars FPS.
Yeah.
Which I think they might have also been like ID Tech games. But yeah, like that gun position and like the lack of recoil. There's a little bit of recoil. You can kind of see the gun shake when it fires, but it's like, yeah, you're kind of just holding it out. Like,
it's got jump pads. Like this is like a weird amalgam of like the Quake 3 jump map because like jump pads weren't a thing in the Unreal Tournament, but it's just got that feel.
It's also a little bit of like dissonance there because you get like the very very retro like gameplay design with like very rudimentary like developer art for like the characters and whatnot, and then like the ultra high definition like textures for the background.
Right. So we don't know where we're going to be going with this. Reason to bring it up, it is coming soon to early access, and it's going to have online PvP, LAN PvP, which is good to see. What it means is you can spool up your own servers, and I wanted to give it a little shout out because, yeah, I'm FPS'd out, but a lot of people are not. And there you go. Disk space estimations, 10 gigs. Yeah, all right.
I think a lot of like 2000s era, like 2000s to 2015 era Linux gamers are really FPS'd out because that's all you had for the longest time. You had like Urban Terror and you would like Open Arena and shit, right? Like,
do you want to take the Pepsi challenge with this?
Well, and I think I can maybe squeeze 32 megabytes. 32
megs.
Yeah, I bought 128 megs for my system, so I'm in the clear.
Can we get 16 dual? Okay, do they make 16 megabyte DDR4, DDR5 modules?
I would have to imagine that it's like a full-on stick with like one like eighth of a DIMM at like the very end.
Can it take like like an 8 gig and like stab a couple of modules with cheese or some shit like that and like
you just gotta start prying them off. Essentially, you'll get it down. Right? Like, you just use a screwdriver. Yeah, you'll be fine.
This is like one of those weird YouTuber videos. Like, can we boot? How low can you go? Like Limbo, a modern Linux distribution, to get it to come up.
I'm pretty sure you can get it real small
into a Wayland or X session.
I guess that's trickier because you do need like a GPU for that.
I know, because like a board I'm working with right now has only got like 6 gigs, which is a lot for a single board computer. Right until a GUI shows up, then you're like, okay, I'm booted. I've opened a tab of YouTube video. Wow, I have 2 gigs left now.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder how far you could go with that. Go check it out. It'll be in the show notes. But we do need to give this a bit of a shout out because, oh, Lord Jordan, we tried to play it. We did. What was your experience with this, with Granvir?
So if I remember correctly, they had the demo out in the Steam NextFest, and we got into a game with a bunch of folks from Chat Realm. And we were thinking, Mech Warrior, mech fighting, it's going to be fun. And it was okay. The controls were a little weird. The objectives were like very, very like the actual gameplay objectives were like a little mid. And also, I feel we didn't get enough parts in the demo because like I think part of the fun of any sort of like, and Granvir is like a mech combat game. The fun of like any mech combat game is actually building your mechs and like getting some like cracked equipment combinations, or like, putting all your shit into like one giant cannon so you can take like one shot every 5 minutes, but it just like insta kills everything, right? And at least in the demo, they did not give you like a lot of options to play around with what the system was capable of. They gave you like a gun and a sword and stuff. And like in the trailer here, you can see there's a lot of parts. And it looks like in between early access and the release, they've added a lot more stuff. The final release adds like a new story mode for the campaign and more parts, and like they had like tier 1 through 4 parts. The final release has tier 5 parts, which are like the extra powerful one. Would have been nice to like maybe play around with them a bit in the demo. Oh, that's a snake. That's not a Fargate. I thought that was something. Yeah, snaky bus. Now I kind of want to watch Farsnack. That's Farsnack. It's just about Scorpius.
I'd still watch it, man. Yeah. Come on. $13.49, normally $14.99. Now, I gotta say, like, no matter what you think about this is absolutely probably, the best roguelike mech game, right? That came out
released in the past year, yeah?
Yeah, well, released on September 23rd, 2025. Because if you go down to the reviews and see, my take was, I didn't know what was going on, because I went into it, I'm like, Mech Warrior 2, sure, I remember playing that. This is a roguelite told with mechs that you upgrade, live, die, repeat, upgrade your equipment, come back and go through these missions. And that was not conveyed to me very well during the demo. Like I was just running around. I'm like, well, I'm out of ammo. Now we're dead. Then we're all cheering on Alan because he's the last one alive somehow.
Yeah. Like, do it, Alan, do it. And then he dies and you're like, we hate you forever, Alan.
People say it's got a lot of promise. Like apparently like there's a boatload of mechanics to play around with in the game. But I'm seeing a lot of like the negative reviews or people walking into it going, this is not Mech Warrior 2.
It does not have the Mech Warrior 2 polish. Yeah.
Yeah. And the mechanics seem to be there if you're looking for like an action roguelike that's told through mechs, but in the menus and UIs and like the graphics, they could use some more.
I felt the combat itself was like a little low impact in terms of like, it doesn't feel like you're a giant robot beating the shit out of other giant robots.
And back in the Mech Warrior 2 days, like it was just the amazement of like 3D graphics, also mixed with like we were young, our brains made up for a lot of that. But the hit back, the feel like, no, it's Bonk Fest 9000, dude. Like if you're doing
it was like we were playing that one game, I think it was by Beamdog. It had like that Saturday morning cartoon vibe, and it was like Gauntlet. It was first person, and like you were playing the warrior lady, and the hammer that she hits with is just like bonk. It's like it doesn't feel like very impactful.
There was no impact, and I don't know to this day like that. You go because we went and checked it after we got done playing. Like we were not alone. We're like, there's no impact when you hit things. It was 100% bonk fest. Like it didn't matter, a hammer, whatever. It was just donk, 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 and things fall over.
And like you can do it even in a game with no action, like Darkest Dungeon. The hits, like when you do damage, like and like the art gets big. There's like a screen shake. Like it feels impactful, right? Like there are ways to convey that. And I feel like if this game had a little more TLC in that regard, maybe that would help it out a bit.
There it is. Like the people who like it, and it's got online multiplayer, so maybe go check it out.
I look forward to Granvir too. Like I want them to keep on about it. And like the one review at the very top, it's like, if you're one of those people who like complains, why don't they make more mech games? You are ethically obligated to buy this game. And like, fair, right? Like, they're not making them because no one's buying them. So go buy them. Support people making mech games.
They keep trying. And I really want to drive home. Go read the reviews, because the people really do a good job explaining like the underpinning mechanics to this game and how it's played to get that enjoyment out of it. And read through those before you drop that $14.99.
Indeed.
There was a time where you didn't need to read any reviews because you knew the next one was going to be okay. I'm talking about Marvel. Things have changed over the years, but
I thought it was because there were no reviews. You just put your money in the arcade machines, and then you never saw it again.
Oh, that's also true. We got a Marvel game on Linux. Everybody, this is Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Yeah, it's a beat 'em up, right?
It's the demo, yeah. It is an arcade style beat 'em up. There's a fairly complete roster of Marvel heroes. What was the list?
Okay, that bugs me a little bit. That bugs me a little bit.
What does
the size of, where are they at? These guys,
the Sentinels?
Yeah,
They have little sentinels.
Okay. Well, my sentinels were X-Men 90s.
The big robot ones, but they do come in all shapes and sizes.
All right.
But you got Storm, Captain America, Rocket Raccoon, She-Hulk, Venom, Wolverine, Nova, and Phyla-Vell. I don't know. I feel there's like a little bit too much like Spider-Man representation because you got Venom and Spider-Man, but like Venom's an alien, he's from outer space. The only people who know who Phyla-Vell is are myself and Sandy Martin. So it's good to like, but that was the thing. Like Marvel and DC both have very, very deep rosters full of really cool characters. So it's nice to see them pull out some obscure ones to like put in a game and bring to the forefront.
Well, not too long ago, man. Like Rocket Raccoon would have been one.
Yeah, and like we were just talking, like when was the last time Storm was in a fucking video game, right? Like Marvel arcade cabinets. It was like Marvel, or like MVC2 or something.
Yeah, MVC2 or 3. Yeah. Outside of that,
so it's good to see old Aurora back in the seat. I played around a little bit with the demo. It is done in glibcos because it is FNA. It's .emu. It feels a lot like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beat 'em up. Complete with the fucking character blindness. Also, that tongue, man. Oh, Venom. Oof.
I don't know. I'm like looking at this GIF of Storm, and I'm like, I'm having like Gauntlet. What with a golden axe?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Very the combat is very like simple 2-button combo. But playing through it, it's like, no, I need some people. This seems like it will be a blast with like multiple players. I don't like playing beat 'em ups by myself. It's always been like a communal aspect thing. So but this looks fun.
Much like Streets of Rage, it looks like it has an elevator level too.
Yeah, that you can fall down the hole in. Yeah,
completely get wrecked. Speaking of Mega Bonk, I saw somebody type that out in chat. We missed this.
We did.
I was just notified of it like this week when I was like, I need something to watch, and I went to Twitch and I'm like, what's everybody watching? I clicked on the popular thing, and I kept seeing Mega Bonk. And I tried to explain it to Jordan. I think I did, what was it, Vampire Survivors, but
3D Vampire Survivors. And I had like a very different mental image based on that description.
Dude, now with 10%
skateboard,
more. Yeah, like
skateboarding Deltons, man. Like
that was the. I thought we had a better trailer. Is that all we got? 38 seconds.
I think this might have been one. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Smash your way through the endless waves of enemies. Like it is Vampire Survivors. Then a skateboard shows up.
That skeleton on a skateboard shows up. I'm like, this is the coolest fucking game I've ever seen in my life.
You could be there. He is.
Yeah, like, oh my god, how like
Boney
game of the year.
Ollie a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's even got a furry.
Suck it, Elden Ring. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got microwaves, which is clearly a mechanic.
Yeah.
It's Swarm Boss. It's that game, man, and
Judge Anubis.
Yeah, it's completely what you would expect. And a lot of people have been streaming it on Twitch, and I watched a little bit of it. And I'm like, yeah, this is silly. This is ridiculous.
It has a Linux version. That's what's real silly.
That's what I just looked it up, and I'm like, how much is this thing? And I was like, wait a minute, I know that icon. $9.99.
And you only need Core 2 Potato to run it.
Well, you do need Potato 2 if you want to run it with everything.
That's the recommended.
Minimum requirement is Potato. We're not joking. You can go to the website and go take a look. And Potato 2 is required for your recommended.
I just bought a bag of potatoes. I have like a DIM somewhere around. I should have brought down like a potato with like a fucking DIM cramped into it and be like.
Additional notes, it will run on a toaster. So if you ask it nicely. So don't be sassy to your toaster.
I will be exactly as sassy to my toaster as I
Did you ever play Vampire Survivors?
I didn't. Someone bought me a copy because everyone was fucking talking about
Everybody got hooked on it for about a month. And
yeah. Oh no, it was several months because there were people at my work who were talking about that too. Like,
oh really?
Yeah. It got out there. But like it was one of those things where like everyone was hyping it the hell up, and I'm like, okay, I have no interest in it now.
I tried it, and I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, it's this game. I'm like, okay, I get it, and like it does boil down to, I'm talking like, I don't like gambling. Like I don't have an aversion to gambling, but I don't get anything from gambling. Like,
oh, I got that gambling gene, and I got to be real careful to keep it on tap.
I don't get any of it, man. Like, and I sit in Vegas, man, like killing time, waiting for the next damn conference thing, like playing blackjack, and I'm like, all right, I'm done losing money. Like that's all I got done with it. Like I had no point.
These guys, I have a profound gambling addiction.
So like all of that built into like Vampire Survivors, that I enjoy other people having a great time watching people. Like I just watched Jesse Cox was the one who was playing this, and He was like trying to figure out a build, and I'm like, that's great, but yeah, the slot machine price.
It's like a Binding of Isaac is kind of similar. Where like, I think I don't know if it's necessarily slot machine, but it's like you need to have the wiki open so that you know when you get options, these are the builds you're getting funneled into, so that you don't pick bad stuff. I think is the main
right.
thing.
And I like people like playing like taking clearly like, you know, monkey throwing banana riding skateboard game and like no, we need to min max this. We gotta get serious. And I'm like, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, you gotta optimize the fun out of everything, man.
Yeah, dude. You played Team Fortress 2?
Briefly, yes.
Okay. There's a little bit of a mod for it.
There is. This is the Team Fortress 2 Classic mod. And you might be thinking, don't you mean the Team Fortress Classic mod? I'm like, no, it's the TF2 Classic mod. And this seeks to restore TF2 to a post-launch like 2013 2012ish.
Yeah, back in the olden times,
the good days,
because you know the orange box didn't just come out last week.
No, it didn't.
No.
Oh man, I bought the orange box on Xbox 360. Like that shit was a great deal back in the day. But yeah, they restored a couple of features. There's a civilian class, which is a tribute to the Team Fortress Classic one that was apparently roughly implemented in TF2, but it was never finished. So they finished that off. They also added, in addition to the gameplay stuff from original Team Fortress 2. My God, what the fuck are we even saying now? They added a 4-team support now. So there's a green and yellow team in addition to red and blue, which is fun, right? It's a twist on it. You get some additional dynamics. And yeah, hopefully the bots don't ruin this one too.
Yeah. Oh no, 100% on that, dude. Like the reason we're bringing this up is because you can finally get a chance to play around with it in the upcoming NextFest, which is this month.
Yeah, they're like, we weren't sure if you could submit mods to the NextFest, but we tried and they accepted it. So
like, cool. You do need Team Fortress 2, but I think everybody who has Steam has Steam. Yeah,
it's free to play now, isn't it?
Yeah, you just got to download it. Yeah. October 13th through 27th. I have always been a bit surprised that I never get into Team Fortress 2 because I was hooked on Quake World back in the day, which is the proto Team Fortress 2.
Pre-Team Fortress Classic, yeah.
Yeah, it was the team-based gunner, spy, all that mechanic was there. But I think a lot of it worked with the Quake World client, which allowed, it was one of the few games that you could have a good, fun interaction with over dial-up with a bunch of people at one time. It wasn't like you shoot and you're like, hey, there it goes. Like it was, they did some really good work with the netcode way back when. And, I played a couple of rounds and it just, I didn't feel it. But hey, man, go for it. I don't know. What do we got?
Maybe you can install it on your new Alienware laptop.
How many laptops do you own?
One.
Oh, not
two, work. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. You got some old timers kicking around in there?
Yeah.
All right. I own 2. I thought I only owned 1. Turns out I own 2. I have no idea what the second one is. I found it today when I was looking for something in the old tech closet, and I'm like, oh, I have 2 laptops. Ha. But they are ancient, like they're vintage. Not Alienware's. One's a DELL though. I know one's a DELL. My old work laptop. A long time ago. Dude. And if you got a DELL, a lot of people get DELLs, like, because you can buy them cheap, and you go on eBay. Yeah. Why? Because like workplaces buy DELLs. Maybe not.
You can get them at Costco, right? Like you just walk in and buy it. They just have DELLs there.
Yeah, dude. Alienware. Maybe not so much. I guess there's still some. I want to say suckers out there buying Alienware gaming laptops.
Yeah, it's a lot more like the people who go to the Best Buys or the people who just order them online,
or the grocery store.
I don't know if they have the Alienware ones at the Costco though. I know they have just the DELL.
Not Costco, just straight up grocery store. I had to talk somebody fucking down, man, on the phone. because they were getting ready to buy a fucking laptop at the grocery store. I'm like, no, you are not, man. I will.
Now I might do that if like I do the extreme couponing thing, and there's like, well, you know, I didn't pay for the grocery store laptop. I cashed in all my fucking points for it, but like, yeah,
it's only $300, and I think it's a really good. I'm like, no, just. Anyway, crisis averted. Reason I'm talking about this is because I want to tell you about AWCC. If you have an Alienware or DELL G series, you too can finally put it in G mode. That's right.
You gotta press the special G button. It's in the G spot.
It's on the right side corner of the nice GUI panel next to performance. The laptops have a physical G mode button that you can press as well. Oh, they do?
Yes.
What is G mode?
I looked that up because I was trying to figure that out.
All right.
I can't find in the 5 minutes of research I did do, I could not find a good explanation for beyond. I think it is just like a BIOS preset that like
G's it up.
Increases the clock speed and like turns off a bunch of the throttling.
G mode. I love it.
Why? But they needed to have the Ali G mode so they can be in the house.
That's true, man. That's a gem from way back in the day. This is a nice little thing that'll sit in your dock, and if I like tools like this because it brings that familiar like look to somebody like switching over. They're accustomed to the bloatware, let's call it what it is on Windows.
The applets, the
things that you install. That this is how control it, and like this gives you your one stop for your battery. You know, your quiet mode.
Yes, quiet
mode, balanced fan boost, all the keyboard lighting effects, which is a big thing there, man. Your colors and keyboard brightness. Oh, you get a turbo boost button, dude.
Yeah, custom fan curves are coming soon. Also, that README has so many fucking emojis in it. Like, oh my god.
Where is it? Oh my god. What? That's just a roadmap.
There was like a lot. Maybe I'm like misremembering. There was like a lot more. I don't know.
Man, some people like go crazy. Not with the cheese was, but with the emojis. This works on the G15 series DELLs, starting with the 55s, going up to the 76.
Okay, it's just in their features and in their roadmap. Okay, never mind.
All right, but no, what you're talking about, I think everybody identifies with. We know like there are particular people that I communicate with, even over email, that stack emojis. Like just in regular conversation, like every other sentence has got 2 or 3 emojis after it. Like I think I just filter it out, but
I don't know. Like mentally, I make a distinction between like emojis and emoticons because, like, you know, throwing a fucking smiley face or a winky face or whatever at the end of a message, that's harmless, right? Like,
well, I get upset like with the messing with my artistic freedom when you auto-generate an emoji, but I'm trying to do an ASCII emoji in a particular way, and you're like, no, part of that's a smiley face, and I'm like, no,
right,
yeah, he's supposed to be an evil smiley face with doing this thing, and like, or the shrug emoji, like, dude, don't take away my ASCII.
Well, Teams took away their shrug macro, and it pisses me off because they used to have it, and then they took it away.
Like, that's the best response right there. That the shrug emoji, it communicates thought, like, right. Yeah,
I remember reading some like anthropological paper too that like is like literally a universal like human nonverbal cue. Like almost every society has that as like a "the fuck are you talking about" expression.
Right, like that's right up there with like yes and no, dude.
Yeah.
You think about like why do we like shake our heads by default? Like That's a weird one, man. That's a weird one.
Gotta look for the threats left to the right. It's dangerous.
Link to it in the show notes. What's it take to get this thing up and running? Git clone, build, CMake. All right, love it.
Yeah,
no pip, no Rust.
Yeah, it's all done in C++.
No crates.
This next one though is not. You need some mono or some .NET runtime for this. Y'all remember Asheron's Call? I remember the name of the game. I never played it. The kids in my school were big Ultima Online people. And I know other communities had like EverQuest and shit like that. But Asheron's Call was, you know, the third player, the Royal Crown Cola of the early early MMO wars. But yeah, they have but these guys, they've been chugging along since 2020, and they have come up with the Asheron's Call emulator, or ACE, where you can set it up and connect your Asheron's Call client to this server. and run your legacy MMOs. One thing whenever you run custom servers though, because like games will have different ways of identifying like what an official server is. Sometimes it's just like some hard-coded DNS value that you just need to like override in a host file. Asheron's call though, apparently there's just in the exe there's a command line parameter you can just give it a server. So once you get this set up, you just like literally point your client at it and then it works.
This has got like some old school RuneScape vibes to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's like of that era. I think RuneScape was like a lot uglier than this because it was running in like browser Java. But yeah, the whole backend is done in .NET and MySQL, and I can hear MT screaming that it should have been using Postgres. I don't know what to tell you. You still need to actually manage and configure the server through the console commands, but they do have a pretty comprehensive README I went through that describes more or less what you're going to need to do. Also, the server requirements are actually pretty modest. You can run a 10-player server off basically a netbook. It needs about 2 cores and 4 gigs of RAM. A 50-player server basically runs off a Steam Deck, and you can run a 500-player server off of my TV box because you need an 8-core with 32 gigs of RAM.
Okay, that's fascinating because like some of the like messing around, one of the challenging things about running a older Trackmania server is it can only take advantage of 2 threads.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter if I throw 8 cores, 16 cores at it, it wants those 2. So that's what I was curious about. Is like, how does this thing scale? And at like what point do you have to like just build more servers?
Right. And I think the other thing too is like you're using like the legacy exe as well. This is like a rewrite, so it has the ability. It can be used to like it can take advantage of multiple cores. And like maybe someone needs to work on case Trackmania emulation.
Yeah, Ubisoft loves it when people do that, dude. So yeah. No, I think this is pretty cool, man. Because every time I see this, it just gives me more. I can. It's like buying the lottery ticket. I can spend the next week going, eventually somebody will do it for Matrix Online. The one game that I was interested in playing back in the day. Yeah, man. Like
it actually continues the story of the Matrix. Apparently there's some like really cool stuff in there.
Well, there's like official lore in that I would like to experience. And something I did want to point out when I was like looking for some footage of this game, Death of a Game. Nerd Slayer Studios did that. If you've never watched this series, he's got a bunch of great videos covering games like this and like why they never took off and where they're at now, or if they're still around. And like they're very, they're not sensationalized at all. He like covers the story in the arc. I'd suggest this is part 1 and part 2. So apparently this has been around for quite a while. I see there's a large online community of people playing old school RuneScape, which
well, like even like Ragnarok Online, like they had private servers running for a while. There's still like private EverQuest servers.
Yeah, but I'm talking like there's like 20,000 people playing old school RuneScape. Yeah, like it's got its own Twitch category, dude. Like it. Yeah. I looked at it and I'm like, oh, it's rough looking. Okay.
I mean, people are like still playing Punch Out, right? Like these old games do have their draws. Even if it's just nostalgia, right? Like,
and I would say, well, maybe EverQuest. No, like EverQuest never died, man. Like
EverQuest lost official support, and that's really all you can say about it.
I don't know, man. Like EverQuest was the first one. That was the first time somebody came to me, showed me the box, and like gave me the dump on it. Like you get online and explain the concept, and the only thing I took out of it was you paid 60 currency units for this and you have to pay every month.
Yeah.
Like, are you mad? I mean, I still love you, but like,
speaking of like addictive personalities, I'm pretty sure the one reason I'm not an MMO addict right now is because I could never convince my parents to pay for the subscription.
It was just too cheap. I'm like, I'm not paying every month to play a video game.
That was like the era of magazine subscriptions, though. So like people were subscribing to like a bunch of stuff all the time.
Yeah, but like this had been like 96. Like in that area, like the idea of like a monthly subscription, seemed kind of weird.
And
I say the same thing even today, but Microsoft's got a different take on that monthly subscription.
The number's too small. It needs to be bigger.
I wanted to throw this in just at the end, just for a little bit of a moment of zen, because this was kind of a funny story that broke out this week. Xbox Gamepass subscription prices. Well, they did a thing. They did a thing on Wednesday, and well, Game Pass Ultimate went from $19.99 to just a little bit, nice, lubed up, just a little fraction, $30 a month, which meant that Premium went from $11.99 to $14.99. Not quite as painful, but don't worry, everybody. Don't worry. Calm down. You're getting 14 Assassin's Creed titles out of this. So it's all good. It evens out. Everything. People were so excited about this amazing deal, that they crashed Microsoft's website on Wednesday trying to sign up for it.
Disney Plus also got hit with that as well in the wake of the Jimmy Kimmel stuff, where like people were unsubscribing to like fucking Disney Plus and they crashed their unsubscription.
Well, this is completely. They were just people rushing to get the Game Pass at the new value, man. They just couldn't.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's such an incredible deal, and like this wasn't an isolated thing. Like there's plenty of screenshots out there showing the site not loading correctly. Right after this.
I mean, you would think Microsoft would know how to run a web server. Sorry, I can't say straight face. Yeah.
God damn. The Microsoft, please try to they've not really commented on this particular situation. I really want them to come back and like try to spin it like that. They're like, the demand was so high to the Game Pass. So yeah, it looks like enough people hit that note button, and it took the site down for a little bit. Of course, it recovered, and I guess the time is nigh. Now, I did ask a couple of people, one person last night in particular, why? Because they're into the console gaming and the PC gaming, and they run Linux. They used to be a GameStop manager. So, like, they understand this stuff, and they've been around it for a long time. And Game Pass used to be cheap, dude. It was like $50 for an entire year for the good stuff. Not anymore. Like, $30 a month. That's like 300 currency units a year, isn't it?
Well, there's for like it was like $360 a year was what the article said. I don't do math on the weekends. I don't get paid enough. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think it like really speaks to the future of like the Netflix but for games model, right? Because that was the thing, right? When Game Pass came out, people were saying this is what we've been collectively asking for, is some sort of subscription service where I can just play the games that I want and not have to worry about like buying individual ones.
It's on the 10. It's great. Like,
I know.
Game Pass has been a great value for a long time.
Yeah, and if you just like stop there and you didn't look any further, then like it's a great deal. But now we're seeing they're shit canning studios because they're not making enough money. They have to raise prices. People are not responding well to the price increases. It doesn't really bode well for the future of this sort of subscription gaming model, at least in the way that it's currently being implemented.
Well, they had to have been
right now
bleeding money.
Well, yeah,
on Game Pass.
Well, it's the Amazon Gambit. Yeah, classic loss leading Gambit.
And we've seen. I don't even think we talked about
what the competition at the time when like Game Pass was really starting out was like what, Stadia? No one was going to take that offer, right? Like,
well, like the whole idea of like the Game Pass, like, and before that on Live. Yeah, like, there's a couple different things you need to think about, like what Microsoft's doing here with the second price bump. Costco's dumped the Xbox. Like they're not even going to sell it.
Yeah.
And they don't want to touch it. And it really seems like Microsoft's like, yeah, that's cool. Turn the screws now on this. Then you start digging around at Microsoft's numbers and their financials. The entire gaming division, like all of it, all these studios, and you stick them together and you put a percentage number of how many fucks Microsoft gives about this entire thing is 6%. That's the number. All of the gaming, all of the studios, all of the consoles, everything stuck together is like 6% of Microsoft. They're like, that's how much of the revenue that's responsible for. And my whole thing is like, we've seen this happen where like, yes, people are canceling en masse, but does it matter ultimately? Because we've known for a while that regular customers don't actually impact shit too much. What they want is whales. They want people with
high credit card limits and poor impulse control. And as long as they can capture these guys, the people, then they don't need to really pull in anyone else. So I do wonder if this, like, or so their executives hope. Like that is the dream, right? Like, so I don't know. I don't think it is a good idea overall. We'll see what the balance sheet looks like at the end
they've run
of
the
year.
numbers. It was like, you know, we had this conversation when Netflix did its price hike, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I can told everybody, I was like, they ran the numbers. People are, as much as we are separate individuals, we're incredibly fucking predictable. They knew what was going to happen. And guess what? Netflix had its highest subscription ever. Like, yeah, like they knew this. Raising the price right there, man. You got to look at this going from 19, 20 at $10 at a time. Like they could lose, I don't know, like what, 1/3 and like still turn a fucking profit. Like, okay.
I don't know if they're even turning their profit though, right? Like that's the thing. That's why they need to,
or not lose
as much, I guess.
But again, I don't think Microsoft gives a damn. Like I saw another person talking. Like, nah, man, little conspiracy theory. Like they're just warming people up, getting them ready to get a taste for the streaming service. And sure enough, this fucking week, Microsoft launched a free tier for the xCloud.
Of course, yeah. Because they totally won't turn around and do the exact same shit that they did right here.
Well, there's more opportunity in xCloud because you're playing like, what's the Star Citizen or whatever the fuck it is that
Starfield.
Starfield. And you want to go to the next planet? Oh, that's great. Just watch this 2-minute ad first.
Well, yeah. And like, man, I do wonder because it's like, no, I wonder if Microsoft's looking at, well, no one's buying Xboxes. Nope. Why don't we just make them play it on their fucking phones, right?
Why not?
They're not. Yeah.
Why do we need to make another Xbox when we can just make like a low power, general purpose PC media center thing that you can dump in there?
You don't even need to build a PC. You need to sell an app to fucking on the fucking Play Store and on the fucking iOS store, right? Like,
well, they want you to put it on your TV. So,
well, yeah, Samsung TV OS, right? Like,
yeah. So,
oh man, Microsoft branded Xbox TVs. When do you think that's going to happen?
I don't. I definitely think they'll see. Part of me wonders if they're looking at like, I think you're going in the right direction, but again, this is Microsoft. The idea that they would have some Switch-like device that you can dock, and
they were trying with the ROG. That was like their half-assed attempt, and like,
I think that was just like testing the waters, man. They're like, yeah, whatever. But that's what I mean is I think that is the level of effort they are willing to put forth, right? Like Valve is willing to stick their whole ass behind the thing and design some hardware from scratch and blah 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 blah. Microsoft's like, throw out the ROG Ally, see if people buy it. Who cares? They don't care. Like,
yeah.
And we've talked so many times about Microsoft doing so flippant with their gaming divisions because ultimately
6%.
They're like, it's like NVIDIA treats its consumer GPU market. They're like, oh, they're still there? Huh.
It's actually more recent example. It's now how NVIDIA treats Intel.
NVIDIA's like, shut up, or we're going to buy you. Did you hear who Intel signed? Well, the rumor is that they're getting ready to sign as a new customer.
Oh, no.
Oh, this one's kind of weird, but it's
okay.
neat.
What is
as somebody to purchase to sell fab space to that they're going to start making chips for a little company you might know called AMD. So we're going to have Intel making AMD CPUs.
Yeah.
For NVIDIA. I don't know. Whatever.
It's all, again, it's the Frank Drebin thing. It's all the same $20 exchanging hands. I pay you the $20, you pay me the $20. I pay her the $20, she pays you the $20, you pay me the $20, right? Like, yeah.
Who knows? Scott says AMD responded to that, but that's all the information we have on hand right now. So maybe they responded yes, maybe no, whatever. It doesn't mean anything until like something happens. Like, I couldn't see them. Like, remember when AMD had their own fabs?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, Also, if you're going to buy memory, go ahead and buy it right now because memory prices are about to just get crazy because of flash shortages right now. Wait 2 months and go, why is everything so expensive? I'm just going to laugh at you. But yeah,
but that's the thing. You're either going to buy that stick of RAM now, or it's going to die in like
not just RAM,
4 months.
SSDs, NVMe's, or Flash,
NAND in general.
Man, I'm getting this like from Shenzhen with my contacts of like, how come y'all just sent me a 6 gig board? You know I'm the 16 gig guy, right? And but in a nicer way, and they're like, dude.
Like, we don't have it, man. This is what we
they're like, do you think we wanted to push out a 6 gig board? And I'm like, no. They're like, okay, like this is what we're working with right now. Yeah. So there you go. That's going to wrap us up for this week. Plenty to talk about. If you get any thoughts, hints, allegations, go ahead and leave it down in the YouTube comments, or head over to LinuxGameCast.com. No reply at LinuxGameCast.com. And you can always support the show, patreon.com/LinuxGameCast. Get access to our Discord, get the live and uncut versions of the show, and everything else that goes along with it. And be sure to check out weekly, daily Wednesdays at LinWDW over on YouTube, and some of the shenanigans I get up to with my TM2 crew doing the retro racing Tuesdays and Friday at TM2C over on the tubes as well. And of course, if you're a little creative, you like doing stuff, and you happen to be running Linux, and you're doing audio work, you want to do some video work, you want to get into single board computing, you want to get your video cards up and working, you want to get an audio interface wired in, interfacinglinux.com. I'm here to help you out. Pop in. Got a great forum, man. People starting to show up, mainly because Linux Musicians has been under a DDoS attack for like week number 2 right now. So we're catching this.
So you're like, look who's come crawling here.
People are showing up. They're like, we need to ask questions. I'm like, yeah, just show. Man, I had this one dude. I'm not going to call him out, but a guy who makes he makes audio plugins that I've used over the years, and he's always had Linux support, which is great. When I'm in here, I'm working. I usually got the WordFence app pulled up, and it shows me if somebody's like, hey, somebody's logging in, right? Mm-hmm. And I saw somebody created a new account, and I'm like, I know that email because it was like company name. And I'm like, don't do this, dude. I just remember looking at him like, don't do this. And I waited, and I was doing some other stuff, and I got a notification, and my email was like, new forum post created from a new user. And I'm like, I went and clicked on it. Anyway, he was spamming his shit, Jordan. Yeah.
Come buy my stuff.
Yeah. He's like, I got a new thing. And I didn't like the way it was phrased. He was like, I thought I'd give you guys a pleasant opportunity to come give me some money. And I had to write him back. And I'm like, listen, man, marketing is marketing. Even if you get Linux support, you can't do that, man. Come on. Don't spam your stuff.
If you want to run ads, you can pay us for ads, right? Like,
if you want to run ads, or even if you would have like sent me an email first, right? Mm-hmm. I've been like, hey man, do you mind if I like, I'm not saying I would say yes, but at least I would have thought about it.
Like give you like a sample of what he's planning on posting. Just be like, yeah, no, this is okay.
Just to ask, man. Yeah. It would have been a different response other than me deleting the post, him sending me a message and me explaining like, that can't be your first post, man. Come on. If you want to engage with the community, I'd love to have you, and you, but maybe not you. Swing by. Interfacing
pointing at the old lady from Friday or whatever.
Yeah, man. Keep track of what I'm working on. That's going to do it for this week. Because they're cheeseburgers. Well, yeah, cheeseburgers that need to get stabbed with cheese.
Yeah. It's frozen cheese knife. The slow cheese penetrates the shield.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you can find us over here at Twitch. Sometimes we go live before the 20 minutes of just straight up doing a show, nobody watching. And nobody like, hey man, you're not live. Get in touch with me. I'm just Vince Stone on everything. I got Mastodon, got the X, I got the Blue Skies, I got Threads, I'm not on Facebook. I think that's it. You get in touch with me in the forums, man, if you don't deal with the social media shit. That's why they're there. Mm-hmm.
I'm Jordan. Costco still refuses to carry me, but you can try to pick me up on Blue Sky at Frojo at bsky.app or on Frojo at mass.linuxgamecast.com.
Yeah, man, not on MySpace.
I guess I gotta register for a Space Hay account, or is that Fetty? Can I just like...
I don't know. See, I will go check that out after the show, because... Yeah. It's time for the 6-month check-in on our Space Hay.
Yeah.
Time for some credits. Boop.
Oh man, you can't show those ankles. That's lewd. You're gonna upset some people.
I haven't seen lewd ankles in a while.
It's because you haven't been looking.
Yeah.
You've been staring at people's ankles.
I don't wear those high dresses.
We got to thank our advisor out there and our executive producers, Barbara M. Scott, Atomic Ass, 1234 Drummer, the Targos, and our little Nicky fans, Eggy, Basil, and Empty.
Plenty of sea monsters like John Dirty Dean, Angel, Dementor, System T, RL, Rider X Machina, Dak, Veritanuda, Truggy, and Mike.
Yeah, we got the Death Notes as well. Redisk, Mark,
Martin.
Oil of Hope, Martin,
And
Sheep
Sheeps.
Steve, Chris Jill, Leonardo Kim, and all the chairlings.
And a
flying
bukkake of
through us.
Sherlings just
Yes.
dribbling off our shoulders.
Like so much melted cheese.
And our Libra player said, "Hey, Johnny." Ladies and gentlemen.
Speaking of bukkake, Sandy and Sean.
There we go. Tag team. Eiffel Towers for everybody, man.
High five.
That's it, man. Yeah, I don't know how I found out about that. I think I had to Google that one in my naivety. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking? Oh, God. All right.
Ooh.
Which was immediately followed with like, who the fuck came up with that? Come on, really? Don't expect
Sometimes you just want a high five.
I guess. Identify. I resisted like listening to the metal jazz channel where they do like stuff from like old swing 20s.
All right.
Yeah, I wanted to listen to some of that shit's pretty good. I forget what it's called.
5 dudes.